February 2026. While the world obsessed over million-dollar NIL deals and highlight reels, Alabama made a move that barely made a sound, but could echo for a generation. No breaking news, no bold claims, just a quiet shift that's already sending tremors through the recruiting world. While Texas and Ohio State fought for attention, Alabama fought for alignment. And somewhere between silence and strategy, something powerful began to take shape. Could it be that the greatest recruiting class of the post-Saban era is being built, not with money, but with something far more dangerous? What did Deboer see that nobody else did? This was supposed to be the new age of college football. The NIL era arrived like a gold rush, and suddenly the rules felt rewritten. Texas, Ohio State, Georgia. Programs with massive budgets moved fast, flexing resources, flying recruits across the country, promising opportunities that sounded impossible to ignore. The message was simple: whoever spends the most wins the future. And for a moment, it looked true. Headlines followed the money. Social media buzzed with numbers. Fans started believing that recruiting had turned into an auction. But here's the part few stopped to question. When everyone is chasing the same thing, does anyone really gain an edge? Because while the spotlight burned bright elsewhere, Alabama did something uncomfortable. They slowed down. No public bidding wars. No loud promises. No panic. The Crimson Tide watched as the market overheated and chose patience over impulse. This wasn't hesitation. It was calculation. Alabama understood something fundamental. Money gets attention, but attention doesn't always build trust. And trust is what keeps elite players committed when the noise fades. So instead of chasing headlines, Alabama invested in something harder to measure: relationships, clarity, and long-term vision. They let others sprint. They studied tendencies. They identified leverage. And like a chess player waiting for the board to open, they prepared their move quietly, knowing timing matters more than speed. Then February arrived, and with it, the first sign that this wasn't just restraint, it was strategy. If NIL was supposed to decide everything, why does it feel like Alabama was never really playing that game at all? Junior Day wasn't just a weekend, it was a signal. A move so quiet, so precise, that even experienced analysts missed it. On paper, it looked like just another recruiting visit, but in reality, it was the turning point. 3 names, 3 5 stars, each one a future headline. Elijah Haven, a quarterback with the footwork of a pro and the vision of a veteran. Monshun Sales, a wide receiver whose body control and burst make defenders look 2 steps slower. John Meredith, the top-ranked corner in the nation, and not just by numbers, but by the fear he puts in quarterbacks. They all showed up to Tuscaloosa, not to be dazzled by money or fame, but to understand what Alabama was building, and each of them left stunned, not by offers, but by purpose. Haven's father called it intentional. Sales said it felt like home. Meredith? Multiple insiders say Bama's chances are gaining unexpected momentum. And then there was Trent Seaborn, Alabama's own committed QB. A 4-star who speaks like a general in the locker room, publicly praising the coaches, privately reinforcing the vision. While other programs were offering payouts, Seaborn was offering proof. This wasn't hype, it wasn't luck, it was a cultural moment, engineered to be invisible. Alabama knew the real recruits aren't impressed by flash. They're moved by legacy, by trust, by clarity. This junior day wasn't just about visits, it was about resonance. And for the first time in this NIL-dominated landscape, the room didn't belong to the loudest offer. It belonged to the program with the clearest identity. So the question becomes, if 3 5 stars left quietly convinced, how many others will follow before anyone realizes what just happened? This is where the chessboard starts to tilt. While the rest of the college football world obsessed over NIL rankings, dollar signs, and social media hype, Alabama did something that most analysts dismissed as routine. But nothing about it was routine. They landed Amari Sabb, a 3-star defensive back, solid, quiet. Not the kind of signing that lights up recruiting boards or breaks Twitter. But look again. Amari is the older brother of Xavier Sabb, the elite game-changing 5-star wide receiver who, as of now, remains uncommitted. Coincidence? Hardly. This isn't just about talent. It's about relationships, about family, about building something deeper than contracts and collectives. Alabama didn't just recruit a player. They made an emotional investment in a legacy. Think about what that says to Xavier Sabb. It says, "We're already your home. Your family is already here." It's not loud, but it's powerful. And that's what defines Alabama's new approach under DeBoer. It's not NIL-driven, it's loyalty-driven, relationship-built, culture-proof. The Crimson Tide isn't trying to outbid the competition, they're outlasting them. Because when the NIL noise fades, culture stays. When other programs are trying to buy identity, Alabama is living theirs. From Amari to Trent Seaborn to the junior day visitors, it's a web of trust and commitment that the rivals are only now starting to notice. But by the time they react, it may be too late. The pieces are already in place. So here's the real question. If Alabama is playing a longer game, one rooted in loyalty, family, and legacy, are we looking at the birth of college football's next silent dynasty? Or has it already begun, and we just didn't see it coming? Here's the twist no one expected. This recruiting cycle isn't just another chapter for Alabama. It's a blueprint for the next dynasty. While other programs were busy making noise, Alabama moved in silence, but with surgical precision. DeBoer isn't following Saban's footsteps. He's carving his own trail, quietly reshaping what dominance looks like in the NIL era. Not by rejecting the new system, but by bending it to his will. Look closely. Every piece fits. Elijah Haven walks out of junior day calling Alabama the most complete program. Monshun Sales, surrounded by glitz elsewhere, calls it home. John Meredith, the top-ranked player in the country, leaning toward a program that barely flashed a checkbook. Why? Because Alabama did something rare. It made elite players feel seen, not as assets, not as paydays, but as future legends, as part of a legacy. And here's the brilliance. It's self-sustaining. Trent Seaborn, already inside, becomes a magnet. Amari Sabb becomes a bridge. The culture recruits the next wave, and each commit becomes another voice in the quiet storm that's building. This isn't about a single class. This is the foundation of something bigger. A system where loyalty beats leverage, where trust outweighs transactions. Most of the country didn't notice, analysts didn't flag it, headlines didn't scream it. But Alabama just flipped the rules. Again. And if you're still watching this, thinking it's all just hype, ask yourself this. When was the last time Alabama was this quiet, and it didn't mean something massive was coming? So here's the real question. In the new world of college football, where millions are thrown on the table and loyalty feels like a relic, what truly builds greatness? Is it the biggest bag or the boldest vision? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Are we witnessing the rise of Alabama 2.0? Not just a continuation, but a reinvention. And if you, like us, believe there's a deeper strategy unfolding, one that most fans will only realize when it's too late, then don't just watch, be the messenger. Share this video, because a new era is being written, and if you blink, you might miss the first page. Who's really ahead in this race? Let us know.